What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mic Check Podcast. This is T Word, the People's Champ. Thanks for tapping in. Today, we're going to be talking about Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford and their big fight coming up in just over a month, July 29th in Las Vegas. But today, we're going to talk about the press tour they have coming up. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate the feedback. All right, so as you can see on the screen, there's going to be a press tour coming up for the fight. This is going to start on tomorrow, Tuesday, June 13th, and going to extend until Wednesday, June 14th. So they're going to start off in LA, and then they're going to fly over and do a press conference in New York. So they're getting East Coast and West Coast coverage to make sure that everybody knows that this is the biggest fight in boxing and one of the most important fights at welterweight in the last 20 to 30 years. Now, for me, I figured it'd be a good time to talk about what to expect from the press conference, or basically what my personal expectations are. This is not two fighters who are known for their personality or their wit or their jokes or their charm or whatever, not necessarily in a talk space, even though, online, on the internet, on Twitter, etc., they've done their little jabs and digs at each other. But that's behind the keyboard. But in person, they're not really dudes who just stand there and just go back and forth with you. Besides that one interaction they had back in like 2018 at the Hooker fight or whatever, they were backstage and, they kind of went toe to toe. They talked their trash and they kind of built up the fight at that moment that, hey, we're going to see each other soon. Let's set it up. But then it never happened. 5 years later, we're finally going to get this fight. And I think seeing these two guys in person, I'm going to be watching energy from both fighters in terms of neither one of them seems to really enjoy doing press. So I know that they're being asked to do this. This is part of selling the fight. So I'm wondering, are they going to take turns on who's going to be the more aggressive trash talker? Like, let's say maybe Errol is the aggressor in LA and then Bud is the aggressor in New York. Or because Errol he has roots in New York, maybe that's going to be considered like a home turf kind of thing for him, where he'll be a little more vocal, and then Terrence will kind of play the backdrop and just respond, the counter puncher, so to speak. I'm just curious how these dudes are going to play it out. Or will they both just play it cool, stay within their character, stay within their regular demeanor, and just kind of say what they have to say? And if I'm correct, Brian Custer's going to be the guy who handles this. You can't get it to nobody else at Showtime. There's a Hispanic gentleman, his name is escaping me, but he's done some of this stuff. He did a lot of Tank Davis stuff, and I just don't want to see him at this one. We need to see BC because he knows how to set it up. He knows how to be just messy enough to make it happen and make it interesting. So hopefully that's what we see host the press conference, and he's going to be able to pull something out. He's going to pull up the old tweets and the old information and say, hey, 2 years ago on the internet, Errol Spence said this about you, or last month Terrence Crawford said that about you. He said he's going to fry the fish. Just egg it on, which is what's necessary to hype the fight. And I think BC is just going to be more organic in that fit. And remember, this is two African-American fighters. You kind of need to bring that African-American swag to the table. And BC is the epitome of that. He like Billy D. Williams back in the day. He's super cool with it. So we'll love to see that. Going to be interested in just how they're going to frame everything and get these two reserved gentlemen to come out of character a little bit and talk. And hopefully it's going to be Brian Custer. But I'm going to wrap this video up. We'd love to get your thoughts. What do you expect from the press conference? Does it matter to you the type of energy that's there? I mean, we're so far away and they're going to meet again right before the fight. What do you think about this? So this has been T for the Mic Check Podcast. Until the next time, I'm out. Peace.